We've reached the final week of the regular season. The Jets look to sweep the Bills for the first time since 2016. It's New York and Buffalo in Week 18. And the action heads your way next.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A handoff for Carter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll run with Carter. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Carter. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Carter. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
here. He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Allen. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on, let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Come on, fellas.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And all the way down to the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. Takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Play action. Now it's Allen. On the move to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And Oliver. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our player spotlight. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys. Look at that montage of great plays that they put together. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you speak it pretty well, but these guys, the pictures they put up, oh.
Very good, and he's got his team in the lead right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple, here 2nd and 8. Allen gonna throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Allen. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big...
And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wilson's throw complete here to Doyle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Carlos Basham, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carlos Basham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got Cole on the slant.
They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get your reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. It's out of pass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Pass on for the extra
point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So Allen's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Allen.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Here's Bash now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throwdown